You have to think about for girls, we don't really think about your face card. At least for us. I'm looking at your shoes, I'm looking at your hair, I'm looking at your outfit.
Your face might not be like the most attractive thing to me, but if you have like really good style and I'm into what you're wearing and your vibe, you're in.
Because your style and the way you hold yourself tells me everything I already need to know about you prior to approaching you. Same thing with like a tattoo. It's like, okay, like I know who this person is like based off of that.
This dude in the comments said, I can't wait for you guys to watch this video when you're in your late 30s. I'd pay to watch that. Somebody else said, the lights are on, but nobody's home.
Baby, I read a post earlier today from this girl I used to work with. And baby, when I tell you, I literally fell out my chair. She said, my throat hurt, but these kids got all the school supplies they need.
He doesn't like me. I just got back from the date. Remember, I've been putting myself out there, right? I'm gonna make the first move. So there's this guy on the beach that I've known for like 3 months, and I like texted him first because I'm gonna be more assertive in dating now. And he's like the first guy I've done this with. So I texted him like, we should go out to volleyball. And anyway, volleyball didn't work out, but he was like, hey, we'll go out to eat instead. And I went on this date with him, and I'm telling you right now, this man does not like me. Okay, I am an adult woman. I know when a man is interested in me romantically. Now you might be like, well, he's out on a date, so clearly he likes you. No. I'm cute. Okay, he's not gonna kick me out of bed, but like, he is not interested in me. I've been on dates with guys who are genuinely interested in me and are like excited to go out with me. And this man is just like phoning it in. It was perfectly fine conversation, but he doesn't like me. I'm not his dream girl. He don't want me. When he dropped me off, he didn't even get out of the car. He wasn't even trying to go in for a hug. This man does not like me. And it's humbling because now I'm like, oh, I've committed to like, I'm gonna make the first move more. I'm gonna be more assertive. And after this first date, I'm just like, do I really want to subject myself to going out with men who don't actually like me? Like, no, I don't.
The DNA test results show that Mr. Smith, you are not Monica's father.
From 5 to 30% of the general population, men are raising and paying for children that are not theirs and don't know. According to the American Association of Blood Banks, between 25 and 30% of the males who are accused of being the father, they take a paternity test and find out they did not do it.
Are you for mandatory DNA testing at birth?
I am absolutely on record as saying that if we want to prevent the problem of having men challenge paternity later down the road, then let's apply a proactive solution. Automatic DNA testing at birth would work to help two things. One, we would assure that the right parents were named on the birth certificate. Two, it would stop paternity fraud and take the profit out of paternity fraud.
But so many women's groups say this wouldn't be fair. You're acting like you don't trust the mother. Why do you think they say that?
It's a red herring. It takes away from the focus of, well, who's the one person who has all of the information about potential fathers or the paternity candidates? It is the child's mother. And currently, in most places, she has no duty to disclose that, well, wait a minute. Well, my husband's not really my child's father. My boyfriend is. Like, well, wait, lady. But you're married. You forgot that you were married? No.
Darius is not my kid.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is this?
That's a DNA test.
Why did you take a DNA test?
I took a DNA test because you know.
From where? Why are you
what the fuck? Emory, bitch. Yeah.
Why are you taking a DNA test?
Because my sister told
your sister, your nosy ass sister.
Yeah, she was right.
She be lying.
She was right. Yeah, but you be lying out. Look.
All right.
Why would you name our child Darius? It's not our child. It's not even our child. No, it's not my son.
Yes, you've been raising him for 3 years.
Yeah, I've been raising him, and you know that was somebody else's child. You know that was some. Who the fuck?
Family. He even looks like family.
Bitch. Why have you sat there and let me got my last name? Are you kidding me?
All right. During the time that we had a break, it was one time All right, we were going through stuff, and that's it.
Oh, okay, one time.
I didn't think anything.
So you just gonna have me raising somebody else's kid? So we do.
One time.
What the fuck? No, that's not my child. You been fucking somebody else. That's somebody else's fucking child.
Why is your sister telling you to do that anyway?
No, because it's not my motherfucking child. He's not our blood. He's not our blood. No, that's your child. That's your child. You and your child need to get the fuck. What the fuck need to happen?
Get out. Where are we gonna go?
I don't give a fuck. Go.
You're gonna kick me and your child out.
That's not my child. Go find the daddy. Fuck that.
You know what?
Yeah, okay.
30%.
That's 30% of all men who go to actually get paternity tested turn out to not be the father. So out of every 100, 30 of those will not be the dad.
My ex-boyfriend told me that, married or not, if I ever had his baby, that he would want a DNA test before he would accept that child as his own. When he told me that, I was like, what? It honestly pissed me off. We got into it. I was telling him how he made it seem like he didn't trust me and all these different things. And he was saying, no, that's not it. You don't understand because you're a woman and you would never have to question if that child is yours or not once you have it. Even if you trust someone, you could still have that small percentage of a chance that that child is truly not yours. And then he was saying how if it truly is my child, then what is the issue? Because it's going to come back positive and all will be well. And even after those arguments, I still felt icky about it. Even though I didn't like it, I did agree to it because I felt like for him, it was a level of protection and it would just validate things for him. It's also like when people talk about prenups, some people will say that they will not do a prenup because that's people betting on the marriage to fail or people going into it with the wrong intentions, which I don't think it's that. I think that at the end of the day, a prenup is protection. It's a guarantee that no matter what happens, that both parties will be okay. And I think that if we truly do love people, that we would want to put ourselves and them in positions where they can be validated, they can be protected, no matter how things go.
You will, because you know what? No. You're going to stay with her, right? You're going to stay with her? Here. Yes, I am. I'm here. Well, what? No.
I will?
What, for telling the truth? You done lost your whole mind. Oh, mind. Listen,
ain't no mama gonna do
it's
this.
Okay. You don't think I'm disappointed? You don't think I'm disappointed that that ain't my grandchild? You don't think I'm disappointed that you picked that and I've been up here giving up my money and my time? I have things I could have been doing.
You never like from day. Just admit that.
Anybody but that. Anybody but her. Yes, no, I didn't like her. No.
On other things, and you talk about accountability, but you can't say it and talk about the real reason why you never wanted me to be well.
It's my fault.
Sasha has nothing to do with this. Everything that you've been doing lately is because of your vendetta with Sasha. That has nothing to do with the truth.
I see. So what I did was I made sure that baby has nothing in common with you or me. I'm the reason why it's a big zero on that piece of paper. Is that what you're trying to say? I'm the one who put my, Lord Jesus, hold. Oh, Lord, let me hold my peace. Boy, listen. Grow up and be a man. Face the fact. And just go ahead and move on. Move on with your life, boy. Move on. That is not your child. That is not my grandchild. The $10,000, keep it. Keep it.
Responsibility as a man. You wouldn't know what a man is anyways, because as soon as I was born, what did Pops do? He left. He left you and he left me. So how would you know what a good man is?
Oh, Lord Jesus. I know you ain't going there. Let me tell you something. Your daddy was yes, he was. He was. Yes, he was. Yes, and you know what? You know what? And sometimes the apple don't fall that far from the tree. You understand me? No. So listen to me. You know what? Take it from my side of the family. Do what you got to do. Face the fact and just move on. You know what? So being mad at me, be mad. That's what you need to do. No. Look. You need to ask her. Oh, I'm just her. That's the question. You all up in my face. Getting in the face of your so-called woman. She's not even a woman. A woman is somebody you can trust. A woman, when you do a DNA test, it'll be in the 99s, baby, not in the zeros. No, you can't trust it, but you know who you really can't trust? That.
So I don't think this is real. I can't trust nothing about you.
Okay.
I'm going home.
Okay. Do that.
And I'm leaving home. After today, do not contact me no more.
Boy,
I don't want to hear from you. I don't want nothing to do with you no more. And that's on everything. That's on God.
Well, you know what? You go ahead. Go ahead. Leave. But on your way out, pick up some because you need them.
Honestly, man, a lot of bad faith actors, a lot of foolishness, a lot of lying going on from some of these modern women, and they know without a shadow of a doubt that they're lying. Flat out, straight up lying. And before I get too far into it, give some accountability to the man. There's a lot of people in this space that talk about making sure you wrap it up. Make sure you are protecting yourself when you go in there to do whatever it is that you're doing. You know, you can't, just because you're looking for something, you can't like lose your mind and be like, oh, I ain't paying attention to nothing, because this is what you can end up with. And she's probably not going to get in trouble for it, because sometimes the system isn't fair. I say sometimes the system isn't fair to men, right? You also got to look at who knows how long this is going to go before they catch this. Honestly, it doesn't have to go on a long time if you don't want it to. You can just take the DNA test right when you get the child, and all of that, 18 years of that, be cut out right there. Even if you do like a year of taking care of the child, after a year, it's done. Cut all that out, and I don't have to have that pain, that strife anymore. You send her back out to the street looking for the person who actually did this to her. These modern women, they get out here on their city girl summer, their hot girl summer, doing their hot girl walk and all of that foolishness, and they get in touch with several different guys, tapping that, hitting that, and all of a sudden, I don't know who it is, because I didn't have a carousel of men, literally a carousel of men in my bedroom, and now I don't. Just pick one, and people in their family will back them. Well, who gonna step up and be the man, and who gonna be there to take care of this child? One of y'all who done been with her, hey, better step up. And no, it's not my child. She needs to keep track of who she's been messing with and find the right person. Period. End of story. We always want to throw accountability on men. Once again, we did. But none of this accountability goes to the woman. And she's the one out here that wants to be wifed up. She's the one out here looking for covering and support. But she's the one also out here not doing things worthy of being covered and supported. Well, what do you mean by that? I don't want to make it seem like I'm telling you, you don't need to be respected as a human being on that level. But for you to think that a man, after you've been making these types of decisions, messing around with a lot of dudes, you're thinking that a man should step up and just go ahead and just take one for the team for upwards of 18, 19 years, if not longer? Because you've been out there riding the Bronco, 2 or 3 of them things at once? Yikes. Absolutely not.
No one talks about how it's like to have a fat off freaking wop. Like, bruh, this is just terrible. I be thinking I started my period, but really it's just my soaking wet pants for my wop. Everyone loves to talk about how they have a water park and they love having squirt offs, but then no one ever mentions how their pants feel like they peed themselves 24/7. And quit calling it water park. Bro, its government name is WAP. Like, put some respect on that name. That's like calling your professor by her first name and not like Dr. something.
You know what? If a man wants to get with me, he has to be a 100% provider. That means he pays all the bills. You gotta pay all my mother effing bills. Otherwise, you can stay up out my face. For real, for real.
Why do women who look like this make these videos? It's like they are inviting ridicule. They are inviting a relentless comment section. I just don't understand it. So setting aside any commentary on her looks, you do not qualify for that, ma'am. You do not qualify for a man to pay all of your bills. Your looks do not qualify you for that. Go ahead and get you a working class man, like the vast majority of women must do. Get a working class man, 2 working class incomes in a household. That's the way to survive moving forward. 1 working class income is not enough to survive on a lifetime, so pair up with a working class man. Stop believing these delusions of possibilities for you and get what is most probable for you. You will not get 100% provider man if you look like this.
I think they're dead set on not sending out their best soldiers at all. Just dead set. It's gotta be rage bait.
Nowadays, women don't get enough empathy regarding this. They're expected to keep pushing, keep grinding, as if they're built like men, but they're not. Trying to force her into a rigid routine every day is how you disconnect her from her power. They move through all 4 seasons.
This is proof that women online just be arguing to argue. Bro spent an entire 2 minutes basically just saying men and women ain't equal. A whole 2 minutes basically just saying women can't grind as hard as men throughout the whole month. And then you got comments saying, I hate mansplaining, but you know what? Hell yeah. Finally, someone who says it, protect this man, tell my boss and boyfriend this. And all he is saying is that women can't keep up with men throughout the month. That's what he's saying, which is fine. It's cool. But if I say that, that's an issue. Here go the comments. It's how you say it. You're not children. You're not children, bro. But he's basically saying because of a woman's cycle, she should get more empathy in the work environment and also shouldn't be held to the same standard as a man. That went out the window whenever they got equal pay. They getting paid equally, bro. They gonna work equally. I don't know what to tell you. But they were allowed in the infantry, bro. I don't know what the hell to tell you. They wanted this. They wanted this. They wanted equal everything, which is fine. I'm glad they have it. And now that they got it, don't just go, oh, now the work environment is lacking empathy for women in their periods. No, she gets paid the same as bro right here. When it comes to work, they got the same amount of tasks to complete by the end of the day. They get paid the same. She better get it done. They wanted equal treatment and they getting it. And if she doesn't like that, she can find a guy that's cool with her being a stay-at-home wife. 100%. Shoot, in the 6 years that me and my lady been together, she's probably only worked 6 months total. And that was before we even had kids.
Look, this why I'm single. We in a world full of women who love people for their money. Let's just be real. But you got a woman here who don't give up about what you do. I don't care about a man providing for me. I mean, I care, but that comes with it, right? I pay my own bills. I don't need no man paying my bills. I'm good. I've been doing this. I don't need you to say you did for me. I am good. Just want love, real love. But I'm ungrateful. I'm ungrateful. That's why I'm single now. Take the money away. Let's just take the money away. What can you do for me? I just want something done for my blood, and that's hard to ask for. I'm a woman who can do every damn thing by herself. But the only thing she wants is, baby, for you to reassure me for emotional intelligence, baby, because I'm an overthinker, yes, but I know how to communicate, baby. You made me feel this type of way. I want to hear, oh, God damn it, oh, you complaining? I'll be single for 10 more years. I don't give a fuck. Asking for something that is fucking free? Take myself out to eat. I don't need that. I know how to have fun by myself. I just need a man, a provider that provides for my heart. But I'm ungrateful. And that's bare minimum, let's be real. But we in a world full of men who only can speak with money. What you go do when a woman don't need your money? What you got to give? What you got to give? Y'all don't got nothing to give. We shouldn't be out here asking for bare minimum. Understand me, baby. I'm a woman. I get in my feminine energy, baby. And that's hard? That's ungrateful?
I cannot be the only one who's experienced the violently humbling moment when someone asks what you do for fun and you come to the realization that you simply are not fun.
The fact that she's sitting out there in that hot mail truck lets you know that this woman is tired.
All right, ladies, we gotta talk. Y'all have to make this make sense to me because I don't get it. Y'all are saying that men are the problem. Men are the danger. It's the bear over the man, right? Y'all are telling the world that y'all are so afraid of men that y'all can't do certain things in life, but y'all keep playing with these men, and I want y'all to make it make sense. If y'all are convinced that men are the problem and they have no control and y'all are so afraid of them, why is it that y'all keep cheating on these men, having babies with these men, lying about the babies being them, and then saying, well, you should just get over it? I'm so confused. If they're so dangerous, why are you playing dangerous games? Y'all are out here playing with these men, hiding their kids from them, all the while still dragging them back and forth to court for more child support, ruining them financially. But then you're saying, well, that's what you're supposed to do. That's what he get. I'm confused. Y'all would not see a dangerous dog that is foaming at the mouth and walk up to it and say, you better not bite me. I'm going to kick you, but don't bite me, would you? You wouldn't see a poisonous snake in the road and walk up and be like, oh, it's a poisonous snake. Let me dance in front of it and it better not bite me. So why are y'all going to these men, playing with their emotions, playing with their time, playing with their livelihood, their children, their freedom, and then acting surprised when you get the response that you get? Didn't y'all call this reactive abuse? Oh, okay. Make it make sense.
Honestly, and I'm not even joking about this. Some of these modern women live dangerous lives, very dangerous lives. They fool around and they play with. It's one thing to manipulate and play with somebody's emotions that you can handle. Like, you know, you can whoop them. Like, if somebody swing on me, I know I got with relative certainty. I know I got him. But it's another thing to play games and manipulate and run around on a dude that could do some damage to you. And surprise, surprise, that's what a lot of these modern women be doing. They be playing in a man's face, disrespecting a man, doing whatever they want to. And then they think that their tears will stop this man one day from absolutely snapping. Especially if this man has spent countless hours working to provide, countless hours working to build his family, countless hours around the home, building stuff, doing the things that you asked him, going above and beyond. At some point in time, y'all doing this whole manipulation. Oh, well, I'm just going to cry and he's going to bow down and he's just buy me flowers and all that stuff. At some point in time, and for the wrong person, that stuff is going to go out the window. But these modern women never seem to understand all of that playing and stuff that you guys are doing can get you in a lot of trouble.
So I had a man today ask me if I was ready for a serious relationship. So to answer that, my aunt suggested this, to start to say, yeah, I'm serious. I'm serious for somebody to take care of my mortgage. I'm serious for someone to take me on vacation. I'm serious about meeting someone that wants to pay a car note and my insurance, that wants to pay my phone bill, my electricity, my internet, that wants to pay for me to get my hair, nails, and lashes done when I want to get them done. Seriously ready for somebody to put gas in my car every Sunday. I'm seriously ready for somebody that, wants to be a stepdaddy. Well, real daddy these days. I don't believe in step. I'm seriously ready for a man that doesn't want other men. Because that's a Houston thing. I'm seriously ready for a man who's about that life. So I think that as a man, before you ask someone, are you ready for a serious relationship, think about what serious actually means and define it. Because for me, serious means I'm ready for someone to come in and actually be that HNIC that I need for him to be.
Nah, see, they try to make it seem like it's glorious to get used, and that's not the play no more. And guys are smart. They're very, very smart. Like, you can't even run this play if you are the baddest chick. If you are a Los Angeles 10 or a Miami 10, you can't run this play no more. Because guys just woke up. So, of course, there's going to be some simps. But she started throwing all of this extra stuff in. And I'm going to tell you, of course, you already know what the biggest red flag was. Being a step what? A step crash dummy? Where his real daddy at? You know, I'm always wondering why these women don't go back to the children's father. Or how they were not able to vet effectively for the man that they wound up having children with. But then they want somebody to come in and step in and play daddy to, if it's a small child, it's just as bad as if it's a big child. If it's bigger, it's probably more likely to be getting out soon. So you got to come in and you got to play step baby daddy, step crash dummy, play another man's save game. And then you got to fill up her car, right? Because look, they didn't say nothing about love. They didn't say nothing about, honor, relationship, God-fearing. They didn't say anything about humility. She didn't say nothing about what she would do to add value into the relationship for a person that's willing to fulfill all of these roles. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not telling the guy that he should be fulfilling these roles, but I'm just saying the sentiment is just evil. I think women are evil, right? Today, the ones today are evil.
A woman in the comments said, that's the quickest way to never hear from him again. Another woman said, I bet she didn't have that same energy and standard for her children's father. Really, honestly, and truly, I'm glad to see this, because people ask simple questions to these modern women all the time. And what do they hit you with? Stupidity. They always have a stupid answer. Somebody asks them something and they say something stupid back. And then they feel they're justified for it. Like, what are we doing here? How do we get here? If a man says hi, oh, you need $100 first. You didn't pay me to say hi? Why would I do that? Would you like to go out on a date? Are you paying for the babysitter? No, I don't know you. I'm just trying to get to know. I just walked up to you and you're already begging. These modern women, do you have no shame?
I'm no hater. Before I say this, I got a little junk in my trunk, so I ain't speaking from a hater standpoint. I'm just speaking from, a realist standpoint. Now, when you got a fat ass, you want flaunt it sometimes. Cool, like, it's your body. Do your thing with it, but stop making that your whole personalities. I really hate that for y'all. It's so many pretty girls on this app who will hike them shorts up their ass just so they can, like, show off their butt or something. Like, mama, you don't gotta do all that. Like, you are pretty. Stop making your ass your whole personality. That ass don't even define you. Like, my Duffy, I got a fat ass, hips, all that, but that don't define me. Like, I don't be trying to flaunt that all the time, especially not on here. Like, I don't know. I just feel like when you make that your whole personality, like, you just take away from who you actually are as a person. You don't gotta keep getting on here, just walking past the camera purposely, like, showing your butt, or just wearing, like, clothes just to flaunt it off. Like, who are you? Like, tell us about yourself. What's up with you? Time I get on here, you doing something, bending over, turning to the side, hiking them low ass shorts up, cheeky. Like, come on now, stop that. Like I said, I'm not hating, because we all gonna flaunt it sometimes. Sometimes I flaunt it too. I ain't gonna sit here and fake, but I don't make that my whole personality. Like, bitch, I'm funny sometimes. I'm down to earth, I'm cool. I can converse, I can hold a conversation. I ain't ready to keep displaying my ass. Like, no. Just stop making that your personality. Like, it's more to you. You're beautiful. Like, stop that. I hate it.
Well, for a lot of these women, that's all they have to offer. So they kind of got to make it their personality. They haven't really discovered as of yet that you can develop something more than just your looks, more than just your body. A lot of women, I think a lot of women, honestly and truly, they know that they can be more. It's just they see so many women on TV or so many commercials and things out there that are centered on their beauty. So they'd be like, well, I guess that's what I got. Well, let me put money into that. Let me put money. Oh, I don't have the next makeup kit. Let me go get that. Oh, Rihanna just came out with something. Beyonce just came out with something. Taylor Swift, Selena Gomez, they just came out with something. Let me go get that. And they keep on trying this, and they get their makeup look down. And by the time they get like a makeup look down, you got another one that comes out, and oh, that makeup look that you had, that was so last year, that was so last week, that was so last season. And so they chase it and chase it and chase it. And really, when they would want to go get educated, which a lot of them are doing, their looks is still their priority, because that's what people keep on telling them. They keep on telling them, hey, go get your education and do this makeup, and those two together, you're golden. You're not going to need a man. You're going to be the best person ever. You're going to be a 10. And then they go do it. Then they come back around and be like, why doesn't a man want me? I got my education. I'm telling the man I got my education. What does he want? Well, he'll want that. Well, I'm beautiful. Put this makeup on. I look like this person. Well, let me see if I can get his attention this way. And instead of just being a real, normal human being, they sit up here. Superficial is really honestly and truly what they are. They got the book smarts. They've got brains. They've got beauty. It's just that they don't have any realness. They're not real people. They're fake. They put on for the gram. They put on for TikTok. They're always showing men this personality or this persona of, oh man, I've got it all together. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm the total package. So you got to pay for this. This is 10 years in the making, 5 years in the making. And so you're going to treat me like I'm a high value woman and all this other nonsense. When if you would just use the stuff that I'm a pretty woman and I am educated. If you would use that as parts of your personality of who you are, rather than making that your personality, you'd be a lot further along.
I mean, it's talking about him and his homeboys are going to the club for his birthday. How about the give me the money and I'll dance? We're not playing any of these silly ass games.
How come you weren't dancing for him before? Why did it take that?
DNA tests save lives. The amount of women that would still be alive today had they not run and played in some man's face about whether that child was his or not, and he ultimately found out later in life that it wasn't, and he completely snapped and deleted her ass, and sometimes they delete the children too. Yeah, DNA tests need to be mandatory because it could save a life. There are a lot of women right now in the ground who would still be here had they got that DNA test a long time ago, and that man would have never had a chance to snap on that ass. But he did, and he lost it. He in prison, and that woman underground. See, DNA tests, they save lives. See, if you or your child needs some type of transplant in the future, you would automatically think that the child and the father, would be a perfect match. But unfortunately, a lot of people find out in the hospital that it's not. It's quite embarrassing. And then you see these people arguing in the lobby about who the baby daddy could be, but it's too far gone. The child's already 15 or 16. You didn't spend a long time of your life involving yourself with this. You might snap too, but I guess that's the best place for a man to snap while you're already in the hospital because they got a bed waiting for your ass right next door. See, DNA tests save lives. Too many women play with men. I don't trust us. I don't trust a lot of women. I mean, we don't even trust each other. So why give women that much power to just trust that she's going to make the best decision for herself and the child? We can't even be trusted to choose the right man. So yes, DNA tests need to be mandatory. And y'all want so much trust out of these men, and we don't trust them. They don't trust us. But this is bigger than just how you feel here. At this point, people are getting deleted because of situations like this. There's recently another case out of Detroit, Michigan, where a man pulled up to his wife's job, pummed her a bunch of times. The lady right now is still living. She's fighting for her life in the hospital, and he's going to jail. And their 3 children, well, they don't have nobody because he found out that all 3 of the kids were not his. Together, 9 years. All 3 of the kids not yours? All 3 of them. DNA test save lives.
So I saw a woman's post where she's basically talking about the fact that she one day decided she needed to take care of herself. She needed to love herself. And so she left her husband and her children, who she loves deeply. But she left them to pursue a new job in a new state and to focus on her. And that because everything happened so easily and kind of fell in her lap, applying for a job and she got it, applying for an apartment and she got it. That was a sign that what she was doing was the right thing to do. Every day, women come on this app and they talk about how terrible men are, how selfish men are, how deadbeat dad men are. But we're not actually having the right conversation because I think statistics prove that that's not true. We're not digging deep enough to find out what on earth is leading some of these women astray, leading them to believe that leaving your husband, who you say is a good man, your children, who you say are great kids, who you say you love deeply, leaving them so that you can focus on you. That isn't something we need to be talking about.
Somebody in the comments said that, these women are really honestly and truly lovers of themselves. And that's exactly what it is. I know we joke around and play and modern women this and modern women that, but that's exactly what they are. And that's dangerous. Anytime. And what they try to do is, oh, well, you know, if I don't love me, then who is? Who will? Your husband, your kids. That's who. That's who's loving you. That's who's depending on you. That's who's counting on you. But the woman in this video that she's talking about, she's discussing, this wasn't like random, like a breakdown. Like, oh my goodness, I couldn't even think straight. I was seeing, I don't even know what I was seeing. It's like I checked out. I just dropped the kids off at my mom's house. I said, I'll be back. When I got a hotel for a couple of days, I said, I'm gonna be fine. And I just needed a break. I am so sorry. That doesn't excuse her just running off on the kids, running off on the mom and stuff like that. But going away for like 2 or 3 days, you can kind of be like, oh, okay, maybe I can forget about it. Maybe I can forgive it. But the fact that you thought through getting a job, getting an apartment in another state is wild to me. And then justifying it by saying, oh, well, you know, if I'm not healthy, then you know, how am I going to be healthy for my kids? You always say that instead of figuring out a way in your home to be healthy. Well, I had to get out of the relationship before I started actually, you know, working out and glowing up and being my best self. That's convenient. That's very convenient. Y'all always got to leave the relationship to do something. And then y'all want a man during the relationship to do everything for you before, during, and after the relationship. It's the craziest thing I've ever come across, where these women will sit up here and say, you know what? You got to court me. You got to pursue me. You got to make sure that I am comfortable. I am 100% sure that you love me. Spin it, spin it, spin it. Give me whatever you got. Make sure I understand. Make sure I'm comfortable with marrying you. And during the relationship, don't let off. Keep the pressure on. Keep applying pressure. And you know what? In 10 years, I'm going to be about done. I want to go out there. I feel like I missed a lot. And I'm going to tell you, I need to go on back out. I need to find myself. Now, it's your choice. We can either do a divorce or a separation. But either way, I'm going to take half. I'm going to need you to continue to support what I'm doing out there. I might be messing around with dudes. I might be laying around. I'm definitely going to be doing that. I'm definitely going to be out there doing that, trying to find myself. That's what I'm going to be doing. I don't want you to do that, but that's what I'm going to be doing. They do this type of stuff, man. They be out here doing this type of stuff and expecting the man, beginning, middle, and end of the relationship, to take care of them, to cover them, to make sure that everything is okay. Even her, during this whole time, I'm going to go off for 3 months. I'm going to do my thing, and I'm expecting you, no questions asked, to make sure the kids and everything is just how it was, maybe even better, when I decide to come back. And I don't expect you after the initial conversation, because I understand as a woman, we're going to have a conversation about this. But by the time I explain it to you, as I did on TikTok, I'm expecting you to be like, it makes sense. Well, you know, it was hard on me, but I'm glad you did it. I'm glad you got the relaxation and the rest and restoration and reviving that you needed. I'm glad you're back. We love you. Come around, kids. Hug her. Big group hug, bear tight, whatever it is. Let's go out and get her something to eat. Big celebration dinner for mommy coming home. Friends and family welcome her home. And it happens all month, right? And now that you're gone, I understand that I need to love you and take care of you even more. That's what she's expecting. If a man did that, nah. I want you to figure it out right now in the relationship. I want you to get better as a man. I want to challenge you to get better. That's what she. If you can't get better, then you're not a real man. Where are the men at? Like my father, like my grandfather, like my uncle, like my cousin, like my brother. Where they at? But when it comes to you, you just bolt off. I've never heard something so stupid like that.
And if you think you're going through it right now, just remember, some bitch just find socks off. And I'm still on my way to work.
Well, I guess I would say he's kind of got a point. Out of all the things for you to be bothered by, out of all of the things, like, think of the question as, so what are some pet peeves of yours? Like, what really grinds your gears? What gets under your skin? Well, I really don't want to talk about that right now. No, come on. Like, let's talk about, well, we're having a good romantic dinner. I really don't want to talk about that. Like, can we talk about something else? Right? Let's say he shouldn't have done that. He should have just dropped it. You guys have been dating for, well, maybe not dating, but you guys have been seeing each other for a good minute. Not sure what y'all have been talking about, but at some point in time, you're going to come up to pet peeves. Could he have talked about it at some point in time other than that night? Maybe. But if you guys are eating, y'all are having a nice time on the couch, just chilling, he could have, but you could have also answered the question and said, well, you know, one thing that kind of bothers me, or one of my pet peeves, and whatever your pet peeve is, right? Oh yeah, man, I can see how that's annoying. I think for me, mine is, sometimes when I get into this mode or this happens, then, it's something that I'm kind of working on, and you guys kind of have a dialogue about that, right? But I think for some reason, you going straight to, well, I work in tech and men are mansplaining to me. That's what bothers me. That's top of mind for you. That's what's bothering you. Well, when people tell me to smile more, and I feel like they're essentially, what you're saying without saying it is they're picking on me. And he spotted that. And that's why he said, see, because you wanted to have a story, then you try to make it seem like he was such a terrible guy. You try to make it seem like he blew up. And I do believe he went on a tangent. I do believe that he started talking about that. I don't think he was even talking aggressively. I think he was passionate. I think you're probably mistaking him talking aggressively for passion. Like, when you guys get fired up about something, then it's you're passionate. But when a man gets, he was talking not physically, but with his words. Of course. Because the man told you, well, I feel like, well, my mom was a single mom, and she still didn't think that way. My mom did X, Y, and Z, and my mom was achieving this. That's what he was telling you. And what does your mom have to do with me? Think. Use your brain. My mom was in these circumstances. She had to go through this. She had to raise me. She had to do X, Y, and Z. And even through all of that, she still didn't consider herself a victim. She still didn't allow people to get her down. She still didn't allow people in. And let me tell you what, if people in your workspace are affecting you like this, bro, go find something else to do. Go find another field. Go find another job, is what he was telling you. What he was telling you, and you didn't really get it, is life is too short to be around people that make you feel that way. Life is too short to be around people that stifle who you actually are, that stifle your growth. People who try to put you out of character, who try to speak to you a certain way. He was actually on your side. But because y'all take everything wrong, because y'all want people to handle you 24/7 with kid gloves, then you was like, oh man, how dare he say something like that? And of course, right on target, well, you dodged a bullet. Oh, it's great that you found out he was an a-hole before it was too late. Oh, he released his psycho side fast. Lucky he didn't waste any more of your time. Oh, I hope he's gone for good. Like, what the heck? And then when a woman says, well, you started your story without feeling good emotionally, maybe it's a pattern for the 3 months, and he had to ask. She says, girl, go watch the video again. Well, maybe she was a little bit off of that. But maybe he was saying, just in conversation, what bothers you? What's going on? What's happening? I want to get to know the other side of you. We've been talking and we've been doing good. We've been fantastic. All that is great. But I want to get to know what annoys you. Like, what gets on your nerves? Maybe I'm doing something like that. Maybe I can do things to stop doing it, right? To make you happier. I think maybe he could have handled it better, but I think maybe you fumbled as well. Maybe you could have handled this a lot better. And now you're online dumping all the responsibility on him and not taking any accountability for what you just said. Read the freaking room. Read the freaking room. Pick something else to talk about. You talk about him picking something. Pick another example. Loser mentality. That man might be onto something, honestly. Honestly, man, a lot of bad faith actors. A lot of foolishness, a lot of lying going on from some of these modern women. And they know without a shadow of a doubt that they're lying. Flat out, straight up lying. And before I get too far into it, give some accountability to the man. There's a lot of people in this space that talk about making sure you wrap it up. Make sure you are protecting yourself when you go in there to do whatever it is that you're doing. You know, you can't, just because you're looking for something, you can't like lose your mind and be like, oh, I ain't paying attention to nothing, because this is what you can end up with. And she's probably not going to get in trouble for it, because sometimes the system isn't fair. I say sometimes the system isn't fair to men, right? You also got to look at who knows how long this is going to go before they catch this. Honestly, it doesn't have to go on a long time if you don't want it to. You can just take the DNA test right when you get the child, and all of that, 18 years of that, be cut out right there. Even if you do like a year of taking care of the child, after a year, it's done. Cut all that out, and I don't have to have that pain, that strife anymore. You send her back out to the street looking for the person who actually did this to her. These modern women, they get out here on their city girl summer, their hot girl summer, doing their hot girl walk and all of that foolishness, and they get in touch with several different guys, tapping that, hitting that, and all of a sudden, I don't know who it is, because I didn't have a carousel of men, literally a carousel of men in my bedroom, and now I don't know. Just pick one. And people in their family will back them. Well, who gonna step up and be the man, and who gonna be there to take care of this child? One of y'all who done been with her, hey, you better step up. And no, it's not my child. She needs to keep track of who she's been messing with and find the right person. Period. End of story. We always want to throw accountability on men. Once again, we did. But none of this accountability goes to the woman. And she's the one out here that wants to be wifed up. She's the one out here looking for covering and support. But she's the one also out here not doing things worthy of being covered and supported. Well, what do you mean by that? I don't want to make it seem like I'm telling you, you don't need to be respected as a human being on that level. But for you to think that a man, after you've been making these types of decisions, messing around with a lot of dudes, you're thinking that a man should step up and just go ahead and just take one for the team for upwards of 18, 19 years, if not longer? Because you've been out there riding the Bronco, 2 or 3 of them things at once? Yikes. Absolutely not.